Hey folks, if you own a 2013 to 2018 Toyota RAV4 and you're looking to install a powered subwoofer to jack up the sound a bit, here's how I installed mine while staying in a decent budget and maximizing cargo space. Now, if you are trying to maximize cargo space and you don't want to have to unplug the speaker to load up the vehicle when you need to, you're not going to be able to put in one of these standard powered subwoofer boxes. And both the aftermarket or a used wheel well subwoofer mount was just too much money for my budget. So I decided to go with the Rockville 10-inch under-the-seat powered subwoofer I got from Amazon for about $140. The dimensions on the Amazon ad were exactly right, and this slid right under my rear seat. Now, unfortunately, what I didn't realize is when you open up the cargo area and you lower the seat backs, the seat bottom actually rotates forward and down, and as you can see here, about halfway through the rotation, it hits the top of the subwoofer. And as you can see here, it didn't fit under the front seat either. It was just too long and would get abused. And after trying a few places to mount this, I decided to put this behind the rear wheel well, which is where the original JBL would have gone if you had ordered it from Toyota. Now, there's tons of videos out there you guys can watch on how to run your wiring all the way to the back of your RAV4. Go ahead and take a look at that. I won't bore you with that here. Just know that I ran it all the way to the back, and I pulled out this rear panel and just poked the wires up with a 1/2-inch hole through the plastic. Now, because the area behind the wheel well is very contoured and shaped, I couldn't mount the subwoofer right to the sidewall. I had to make a plywood adapter, as you can see here. I picked up a 12 by 18-inch piece of 3/8 plywood from Home Depot for about $10. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any great magic here on how to fit the plywood. You just kind of have to keep marking it and cutting it and trimming it and marking it until it fits right, and you found a spot where it fits flat against the plastic but an inch or two off the floor, so your subwoofer's not hitting the floor. I mounted the plywood to the plastic using 1/4-20 nuts and bolts, and on the rear section where the plastic is really contoured, I had to use some spacers. Now, this is going to be different for everybody depending on exactly where you mount it. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to make sure that all 4 corners are locked in and that plywood's not moving anywhere. And finally, you mount the subwoofer right to the plywood using the brackets that came with the Rockville. And taking a look at the back of the vehicle here, you can see the subwoofer takes up almost no cargo space. Now that the project is done, I have to say this sounds great. I am very happy with the bass and the punch that this little speaker adds. And I read that you're not supposed to mount an under-the-seat subwoofer up against the sidewall because it may have a muffled sound. And folks, I don't notice that at all. For me, in a RAV4 that's not exactly the quietest vehicle in the world, this sounds fantastic. I highly recommend it, and I hope you enjoyed this video.